It's the I Can't Mom Today podcast with Heather, the new mom, and Vera, the seasoned mom. I Can't Mom Today.
Hey, this is Heather and Vera back for another episode of I Can't Mom Today podcast. Hi, Vera.
Hey, Heather. I'm doing this podcast lying on the floor. My back hurts.
I hear you.
So it feels good to just lie flat on the floor.
Oh,
Thank God I can bring my microphone with me.
yes, handy dandy microphones.
That's right, man. So how are you?
I'm good. There's so much, going on. I feel like my life is a crazy whirlwind of just getting from one event to the next event.
Yep. I feel ya.
Yeah.
I told you, Heather and I talked earlier, and I was telling you that I was going to take a shower. Yeah, didn't happen.
I was hoping you
stinky
for everybody.
Sorry, y'all. Just be glad this podcast isn't scratch and sniff.
Ooh, thank you.
I'm pretty stinky.
I have some funny things to update you guys on about Baker. We moved him into a toddler bed, and he's doing okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's doing okay, and he's still pushing limits and wakes up in the middle of the night just standing in his bed, and we're like, "What are you doing, dude?" So he winds up in our bed about 4:00 in the morning. So this morning,
familiar.
Warning, a curse word is coming out.
All right.
So we bring him into our room when he cries because we don't have the patience to sit in his room and put him in bed. And once I'm awake for more than 3 minutes, I'm going to be awake. Okay, it takes me a long time to fall back asleep. So this morning he was in our bed and I woke him up. I was like, I was like kissing him, like, "Wake up, Baker." And he's like, "No, mommy, no." And I was like, "Buddy," I'm like, "Today's splash pad day," which is where they get all the water tables and sprinklers and everything out for the kids. And it's really cute. And he goes, "I swear to God," he goes, "Fuck splash day." I don't know if he actually said that, but I swear that's what he said. No, because we've been really cautious.
Yeah, I was going to say, you sure you haven't let a few F-bombs fly by accident?
Sure, but he would know it in that context. So I think he was saying frog splash day because when he says frog, it sounds like fuck.
Oh, okay.
Which is so funny because we're like, what is it? What did he say? And they'll start hopping around. We're like, oh, he said frog. So now it's just, we're kind of immune to it. But when he said it like that, I was like, that's hilarious.
That's totally like something you would say.
Yes. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Especially if I didn't want to do something.
Exactly. Fuck splash day.
So it was pretty funny. I died. I died when he said that.
I laughed and I laughed.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Whatever.
Wicked quap. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was much worse, but whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's also a bully at school.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
He's aggressive, right? I mean, he does, and he's not always aggressive. It's that he gets so much, I feel like, emotions and things are built up and it comes out aggressive, whether it's good or bad. It's not intentionally mean, but he just moved up to another classroom. So he's actually the youngest in the classroom, but his teacher told me today that the other kids don't want to play with him because they're scared of him. Oh my God. Because he pushes them.
And he's big too.
Yeah.
Even though he's younger, I'm sure he's still probably bigger than a lot of the kids.
I think he's about the same height as the kids that are in there now. But yeah, and when he pushes, it's just, he's having fun. Because he'll push us and Brad will knock over and go, "Whoa!" So I know he thinks it's fun and game. So now we have to, first it was biting, now it's this. We're going to have to step in.
Oh, jeez.
Whatever.
I know, it happens. I mean,
yes.
Everything passes. This too shall pass.
Yes. And Brad also said, he's like, I think that some of the kids are probably a little more sissified.
Those friggin' sissies. No,
but truthfully, I feel like our generation, we're just having a shift in everything right now. And it's going to, the pendulum's going to swing the other way eventually, but where, kids are not supposed to be kids anymore. They're supposed to be rational beings when they're not.
Yeah, no, completely not.
Jimmy, when you're upset, you say, "I am upset with you."
I know. Well, I did used to do that with Luke. I would say, if he said, I can't remember if he'd say something like, I hate this or I hate that. And I'd say, I think you're more just frustrated with this or that, So I taught him the word frustrated. I'm like,
yes,
there's a little bit of a difference. So then he would say, well, I'm really frustrated.
But not at 2.
No. I think he was more like 3.
At 2, they're not rational beings. And they
at 2, they're, yeah.
I am not pleased.
Exactly. This is completely
Samantha, please give me that toy back that I was playing with.
Right.
So that's what he's talking about, is that everybody's super sensitive right now, which, is what it is.
Exactly. Well, the pendulum swings back and forth typically. Yeah.
So pretty much we're going to be wild animals soon.
I know, right? So next generation is like sissified. Then the generation after that is going to be just like a big bunch of brutes.
And not sissified, but, offended and everybody's offending me.
Yeah, that's right. I'm very sensitive.
Yeah. So sensified.
Sensified. Oh, okay. I thought you said sissified.
I did.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even know if that's a word he used, but,
Same thing.
Same thing. That's our life. How's everything going with you?
Good. I'm just, aside from my back hurting, and then I'm helping my husband with his new business. And so it's a little difficult. Like I literally had to say to him, like, hello, I still have my business to take care of. I know that you're focused on your business. That's the way it's in my experience. Again, hate to make a generalization about men and stuff like that, but they focus on one thing and then everything else around them doesn't matter. It's that one thing. And so he does that, like where he's all focused on his business and I'm helping him with it. But I had to literally say to him, like, hey man, slow your roll. I've got my business to manage too. I can't help you. And I'm not your personal assistant. I can't keep track of things for you. I'm sorry.
No.
If you're having troubles getting organized, but you're going to have to figure it out, bud. So, and that, that attitude has come from years of therapy, because a decade ago, I would have been running around I'm already running around like a chicken, but even more so, and resentful and hating life. And so at least I had the balls to say, sorry, dude, figure it out.
Yes, I'm at the point where I'm resentful and hating life.
Oh no.
I just work demands.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, when you're sleeping with your one of your bosses.
I am not, by the way. Let's clarify that.
Yeah. That's
you are.
Yeah, exactly. My husband. But yeah, Brad wouldn't be too happy. But then again, you have mostly female bosses, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
I have a female boss, and then I have the company or the clients I work with. But yes, majority of them are women.
Yeah, so there you go.
But in any event, it doesn't matter whether they're male or female. I would never step over those professional bounds, Vera.
You never poop where you eat?
Yeah. Unlike you.
What are you trying to say?
Just kidding. You were married before you started working for him?
That's right. So, but, well, I was thinking, I don't know, you want to talk about the Facebook thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cause I had posted, if y'all have been to our, Facebook page recently, I posted a thing about what's for dinner, because between my son and my husband, it's always, so what do you want to do for dinner? And I appreciate the fact that I guess that my opinion matters, but it's also kind of like I have to instigate it, whatever it is. And making that decision, like, first of all, the labor involved if you're actually going to cook something, but also like trying to decide is a pain, and coming up with something different, and then trying to come up with something healthy or semi-healthy, but that's quick and it's not too expensive and that everybody likes, and it's just a pain in the butt. So I posted that on our Facebook page and looking for suggestions from people, like what's their go-to. And even if it's something that's not necessarily great, because I admitted that, and you may have heard me mention on previous podcasts, that I pretty much raised my child on pasta with butter and Parmesan. So
I can verify that.
Yeah. So, cause I was a single working mom. I didn't have a lot of time or a lot of money, and he loved it. And it was just so easy. And I figured, well, I guess it's better than, a bunch of fast food, maybe. I don't know. I asked people what they do, and we got some pretty good suggestions actually, and things that are a little healthier than pasta with butter and Parmesan.
And obviously my eyes glazed over because I am sleeping with my chef.
Yeah.
I hired a chef.
What are some of Brad's go-tos for you guys for dinner?
It's chicken, which I've actually made before in the air fryer. It's super simple. It's like chicken with skin on, and then you put some oil on it, whatever kind of oil, like olive oil, or we use avocado oil. And then we use olive oil, and then put some kind of like this all seasoning, the complete seasoning, I think is what it's called, by Bada, and just air fry it.
It's an entire chicken, a whole chicken?
No, it's chicken thighs and legs, I think. But wait, no, leg. Yeah, thighs and legs. He likes the dark meat. Ha. That's why he's with me.
That's what I was going to say. Just
but yes, he makes that, and there's some, we'll make sausage in there, and he will also throw in, he's done broccoli, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, all in the air fryer.
That's cool. I don't have an air fryer. Do you like yours?
He loves it. I mean, we use...
Oh, yeah. Does Brad like yours?
Brad adores it. Yes. He likes that more. He uses that a lot. I remember like his dad gave us the air fryer because he needed a bigger one because it didn't do like a whole chicken or a turkey or whatever he was trying to put in it. Big enough. And it sat down in our basement for a while, and Brad's like, I don't know, I just don't know what I would ever use this for. And now he uses it every day.
That's cool. It's kind of like a toaster oven, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's like more like convection oven.
Okay, but it's small, like it fits on your counter.
Yes, it does. Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have an instant, or does Brad have an instant pot?
Brad has an instant pot. Mm-hmm.
Does he like? I have one too. I love mine. Does he like? He
loves it. He used to use it more often, but now that we have the air fryer, he doesn't use it as often. But he still uses it probably two times a week.
I've been contemplating getting an air fryer. That's why I've been asking so many questions, because I love my Instant Pot, and I've been contemplating getting an air fryer, but I'm trying to keep the counter from being too.
Yeah, well, you have that big giant pantry you can put on the floor.
That's true. I could do that.
That's what we do. Our Instant Pot sits on top of the refrigerator, but the air fryer sits out on the counter because we use it every day.
Well, someone commented on the Facebook post that I told you about. She said that she uses her crock pot. Well, one of the things she does in her crock pot, which you can do in your Instant Pot too, and she loves her Instant Pot, she said. But the thing that she does is she takes a bunch of frozen chicken tenderloins and puts them in the crock pot and just throws salsa on top. And then when she gets home, she just they put those on like tortillas or something.
Yeah.
It's like, that sounds pretty good. And that's easy.
Yeah, I've made ropa vieja in the Instant Pot, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, I never really knew what ropa vieja was until you. You were making it like once every 2 weeks. One of the few things that Heather likes to make.
Yes, well, it's so involved typically, but if you put it in the Instant Pot, it's a lot faster. It's not quite as good if the time that you put in it also equals love.
It equals love.
So it tastes better.
Meaty love.
It takes like 10 hours to do, but yeah.
Ugh. Okay, well, that's not quick. We're thinking about quick, easy stuff.
I know.
So the other thing that somebody suggested was yellow rice or cauliflower rice and throw in canned chicken and just kind of, yellow rice with some chicken in it. So it's like arroz con pollo, only, easy version. And somebody else suggested, and I often forget about this, is just like a roast chicken that you can get at, depending on your area, you have like a Fresh Market or even your local grocery store a lot of times have those. Although I will say, as, if you have problems with chemicals and stuff, look out for some of those. Some are better than others. I've actually found, because, I can't have a lot of chemicals or dyes or MSG because of my RA, but it doesn't necessarily have to be from a snobby grocery store, like the grocery store around the corner from me, the Fresh for Less. Their roast chicken actually has less chemicals in it than Publix.
Fresh for Less? What is that?
It's like a Piggly Wiggly, only they try to offer more organic stuff.
Whose chain is this?
Piggly Wiggly's.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They don't have Piggly Wigglies out in Colorado, do they?
Those y'all not from the South.
That's right. We got some Piggly Wigglies down here, and now I got a fresh release.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
So, okay. And then another suggestion, somebody else said she does Zatarain's red beans and rice mix.
Zatarain?
Some Zatarain's, and she throws in turkey sausage and a cooked boil in bag of brown rice and a can of red beans to beef it up, to make it all more.
Yeah.
And she says it makes a whole bunch and it's not super spicy or anything, so the kids like it. And it's cut protein in it, unlike pasta with butter and Parmesan.
You got the protein pasta though, right?
Yeah, I used to try and sneak in the either the protein pasta or the pasta that had vegetables blended into it, the tricolor. I did used to do that. There's something in there that was worth something when Luke was growing up. And then another person recommended Ritz cracker coated pork chops.
Or just Ritz crackers.
Well, yeah.
With peanut butter.
Ritz crackers with peanut butter. There is that. So she says they're boneless, and then she just dips them in egg, and then or maybe some blobs of butter, and then the coating with the Ritz crackers. And she says that her son loves crushing the Ritz crackers up so he can participate in making the pork chops, which I thought was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those are just some of the suggestions that we got. And I was thinking, well, I definitely recommend the Instant Pot, and I'm considering the air fryer.
Do it. Seriously. It's so easy. I mean, even I can use it.
Yeah.
And then if you do a hot dog in there or a sausage, because I like these specific sausages, it has a nice snap to it.
Ooh, I like snappy sausages.
Yeah. And you can do delicious French fries or sweet potato fries.
Ooh.
And veggies in there too, but you have to watch it.
Well, they probably cook really fast, huh?
Veggies, yes, not fries.
Not the meat, yeah, or the fries. Yeah. Okay.
Someone else suggested going to the Skinny Taste website.
Oh yes, I'm a member on that group. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Group, yeah. And she has a website too, and it's pretty awesome. And she does a lot of stuff that's not difficult, but that's because if you're trying, especially as a mom, to try not to eat too much stuff that's too fattening, she's got a lot of really good suggestions.
Fat isn't bad.
No, yeah, well, just too much fat. Too much of a good thing, as my mother would say.
Depends on what type of fat it is.
Well, yeah.
Just squash this myth that fat is bad.
No, that's true. It's just too much. Yeah. Too much fat will end up being too much calories, because there are a lot of calories in a gram of fat. So if you have a lot of fat grams in something,
we need to redefine. I think we need to redefine this health issue.
Well, I know, but of course it gets redefined every few years, and you never know. One year it's okay to eat something, the next year it's not, and you just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's frustrating.
It is frustrating, but lower. I mean, just don't use something. Try to eat less processed.
Well, yes, definitely less processed. I can say I have to do that again because of my RA issues, but it is the way to go for sure.
But the lower the fat, the higher the sugar content usually.
That's true too. I have learned that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking, like I said, sometimes it's just, there's some nights where you're just oh, not just the trying to get it done. And like I said earlier, the labor involved with trying to get dinner together. It's the, what are we going to eat? Just trying to make the decision. It's just after you spend your whole day making decisions at work, or even if you're a stay-at-home mom, it's still just, work at home mom, decisions. And then you're like, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Well, I'll tell you one thing that we do here is we have a guy, my son calls him the meat man. He comes around and sells meat. He shows up every few months, and we buy a huge thing of, I think what it is it's restaurant surplus stuff. I don't know. But we get a whole bunch of the steaks and everything are really good, and fish fillets, and it's all flash frozen or whatever.
What's that McDonald's song?
The McDonald's song?
The fish fillet one?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, give me that baby. Or so, it's not baby back. It's I'll find it.
Okay. I know the Big Mac song. I don't know if I know the fish fillet song, fillet of fish song. So anyway, we'll get a bunch of meat man meat as my son calls it. And like about once a week, probably I'll ask my husband to grill like several steaks or, whatever, grill a bunch of stuff. And then we have that in the fridge, and then we just kind of like change the sides or do something. Or if we even make like a few hamburgers and there are too many hamburgers, you just crumble up the hamburgers and use that meat with a jar of tomato sauce and some pasta, of course, because in my house we can't not have pasta.
And you can buy like a cow as well.
I did do that. I did that, and it was terrible.
Why?
It was super chewy and like way too lean. No, it was like a friend of a friend's cow. Like I went in with, it was me and my girlfriend split half the cow because there was only so much room we had in our freezer. And then the other person got the other half, and the other person was raving, oh yeah, it's my friend's farm, blah, blah, blah. And she was trying to tell me all about this cow's life. I was like, I don't want to hear all about its life. I trust that it had a good life. I just, give me. And it was terrible. And I did find out from someone that sometimes that is the case, that if truly, what do you call it? I don't know, grass-fed grazing cows, a lot of times are like that. Like they're not...
grass-fed, grass-finished is what you should be eating.
I guess. I don't know. But maybe that's what it is. Because it was tough and it was terrible, awful. Do not recommend it unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, we really had that problem with grass-fed, grass-finished beef. It's actually been really good. It's the processor that was really terrible. We didn't go the whole cow route because we have this super shitty house that we live in with this super shitty refrigerator.
You don't want to lose. We almost lost a bunch of meat one time when that happened. Yeah, we were super bummed, but we saved. Well, we had to grill a whole bunch of it because it was after a hurricane and we lost power, and then we're like, crapola. Cook the meat man meat, save the meat man meat.
Yeah, but if you want to test it out, maybe you don't want to, maybe you have experience with something else, or or you want to try it out. Just, you could get a couple people in on it, and it winds up being a lot less expensive too.
Well, yeah. Well, and that's what I did. But even a quarter of a cow is a lot of freaking meat. I'm telling you that.
Yes. No, yeah. You probably want to either have a deep freezer and eat a lot of meat every day, or or go in with 3 or 4 or 5 people. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would do too. Especially since if you, like what happened with me, the cow, it wasn't, I'm sorry, cow, you had to lose your life and I complained about you, but we did eat it all. We didn't let it go to waste.
Good. Okay. You ready for this amazingness?
Yes.
Okay. It's probably gonna have a commercial before it.
Okay. Pre-roll.
Give me that fish.
Oh.
Fish. Give me that fish.
I forgot about that.
On this wall, if it were you in that sandwich, you wouldn't be laughing at all.
Any day is a great day for a fillet.
Give me that fillet fish.
Yeah, so that's whenever somebody says fillet fish, that's what comes to my mind. So,
oh my God, I'm gonna have that stuck in my head all day now.
Good marketing.
Thank you.
Hey, you said fillet fish. You're to blame, really.
I guess so. That's one of Jerry's favorites. He loves the fillet of fish.
I've never had it.
I don't think I've ever had it either. Now I'm gluten free, so there you go.
Oh, lots of that. You're so fancy.
I know. I accidentally glutened myself the other day, and it was very painful. It sucked.
I'm sorry.
I know, man. It's not just a myth with some people. Anyway,
if you have any great ideas for recipes, then definitely leave them on our Facebook page at I Can't Mom Today Podcast. And you can also go to Instagram and share it there, I Can't Mom Today Podcast, or email it, I Can't Mom Today Podcast at gmail.com.
Yay.
And if you have any show ideas, definitely reach out to us. We have a great community.
We do.
It's very helpful. So if you have any questions or anything else that you are wanting to find out for yourself or maybe a friend, wink, wink, come to our community.
Yay!
All right. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.